evening, and welcome to this Board of Education meeting on the 27th of January 2014. At this time, I'd ask our solicitor, Mr. Bill Capuccio, and Ms. Rosemary Galloway to come to the front of the podium so that she may take the oath of office as a Board of Education member. Yeah. You gotta raise your right hand.
I, Rosemary Galloway,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of the
Constitution
United States
of the United
and the
States
Constitution
and the
of
Constitution
the State of New
of the
Jersey,
State of New Jersey.
and I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the
and
same
to the governments established
and to the governments
in
established
the United States
in the United States
and this state,
and this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the
so
people,
help me God.
so help me God.
I
I, Rosemary Galloway,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications
that I possess the qualifications
prescribed by law
prescribed by law
for the office of
for the office of
Member of the Board of Education,
Member of the Board of Education,
and not disqualified
and not disqualified
as a voter
as a voter
pursuant to RS
pursuant to RS
4-1,
19-4-1,
I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all duties
of that office
of that
according to
office
the best of my ability,
according to the best of my
so
ability,
help me God.
so help me God. Thank you.
Welcome back, Rose.
Thank you.
Okay, can I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Avery?
Here.
Mr. Harmon? Here. Mr. Davis? Here. Mrs. Evanson? Mrs. Hallway?
Here.
Mr. Moore? Mr. Schweiner? Here. Mrs. Cordero?
Here.
Mr. Hubbard?
Here. At this time, I'd ask everyone to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and will be led by our own Mallet of Avery. Thank you. Before I begin this evening's meeting, I would ask everyone to bow their head in a moment of silence for the loss of one of our very own, Ms. Jill Tapper, who passed away about a week ago. Thank you. In accordance with Public Law 231, notice of this meeting was provided to the press, the current, and the Galloway Township Municipal Building on the 11th of January 2014. First item on the agenda this evening is approval of minutes from the November 18, 2013 meeting, the December 16, 2013 meeting, and the January 6th reorganization meeting of 2014. Has everyone had a chance to read the minutes? Everyone make comments to,
Mr. Hunter, on the reorganization meeting, I'd like duly noted and for the record that I abstained on the 12th, appointed as secretary of the board.
duly noted? Any other changes?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to abstain on December 16th and January 6th.
Duly noted. Anything else? Can I have a motion to approve?
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Abstained? The ayes have it. Thank you. Reading and communications, please.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, President Hubbard. first item is a letter from Thomas J. Dowd, Interim Executive County Superintendent of Schools, New Jersey Department of Education, stating that our district school safety plan has been approved for implementation. Letter 2 is also from Mr. Dowd, and this letter is commending the district on exceeding efficiencies in all 7 standards enumerated in code. And this is based on a mid-year review of our current year budget, many documents put together by Mr. Kelly, and then he and I had to meet with Mrs. Semino, who is the County Executive School Business Administrator, so we were very pleased to see that. Letter 3 is from Dan O'Neill, founder of Mercy Corps, thanking the school district staff for the donation to provide aid to those affected by Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines.
Thank you. Presentation, please.
Yes, it is my pleasure to introduce the Secretary of Special Projects from the GTMS Student Council. This is Braylon Johnson.
Welcome. Madam, can you give the mic? What I normally do is I'll recognize you if you have a question during the meeting. Just raise your hand or touch Mrs. Avery next to you and say, I need his attention. I'll answer at the end of the meeting how the meetings run, how your meetings are running, compare. And now I would ask you to give us an update of what the student council is doing.
Right now, I know there was a suggestion for donating to, it's in Atlantic City for like, I'm pretty, like it's for like dogs and cats that don't have anywhere to go. Yeah, that.
The Humane Society?
Yeah. And Isabel, she just told us what we all needed. It's a lot of stuff, like a lot. But also there's, I think people approved for a walkathon. Like I can't remember what she exactly said it was for, but I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was for cancer. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure. But also,
Are you guys doing a clothes drive at this time?
yeah, we are. Then we have in Mr. Cremaker's room, I think I saw 6 bags so far, 6 full bags so far. Yeah, and then we're gonna do, it was something to do with pasta. That's gonna be next month. I can't remember, it's a lot to remember. But,
Sure.
yeah. There's something else too. There's something else that's coming up too, I just can't remember.
Well, that's good. We appreciate hearing from you and what the student council is going on. And I see you're doing special projects, so I'm sure you're very busy. That's big news.
There's a lot of posters to go around.
Well, good. We're glad to have you here. And like I said, I don't recognize you. I'm sure if you ask Mrs. Avery, she'll get my attention. Okay, superintendent's report, please.
Thank you. Yes, the first item is the attorney's report, so I'll turn the agenda over to Mr. Puccio.
Thank you. Regarding student residency, the administration has handled all problems to date. Anything specific that we have not taken care of, and needs more attention, they'll let us know. The student matters due process, they've been handled so far by Mr. Hand in his office. Try to praise the board, that's spell checking the word. Affect litigation rights. Disability rights, no action at this time. Construction as usual, Mr. Kelly will update us regarding projects, you mentioned that last time, and the contractual issues or anything necessary for my office, let me know, I'll let the board know anything necessary by the board. Personnel, initially there were no problems, however, we have a closed session matter and something else has come up before regarding personnel, so there's actually 2 issues that will be discussed this evening in closed session. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Puccio. Any board members have any questions of his report this evening? Okay, thank you. Student enrollment?
Thank you, yes. As of the end of December, in district, we had 3,341 students. When you add special services, and various other schools for special education students, home instruction, charter and choice, it comes to 3,449 students. At school suspension, as I noted in the bulletin, in an effort to conserve paper, we took the report sent to us by the various schools and combined that onto one page, as well as we do have item 4, harassment, intimidation, and bullying report, which is for the reporting period from December 15th, 2013 through January 22nd, 2014. Again, we took the report submitted by the various schools and provided it into one document.
Thank you. Curriculum and instruction, please.
Yes, item 1 is a resolution to approve home instruction for the following students. Each student's number, the school they attend, and the dates. There also has some other information, including the number of hours per week and the reason are listed. Resolution 2 is to approve home schooling for the 2013-14 school year for the following student in accordance with board policy. And again, the school, the student number, the effective date, and the grade are listed. Resolution 3 is to approve the following Stockton College 80-hour fieldwork placements for the spring 2014 semester. The students, the cooperating teacher, the school grade, and dates are listed. Resolution 4 is to approve a Rowan University student for clinical practice for the spring 2014 semester. The student, cooperating nurse, the school grade, and dates are listed. Resolution 5 is to approve the following Stockton College student as an occupational therapy intern for the 2014 semester. Again, all the details of student, cooperating, staff member, school, and dates are listed. Excuse me. Resolution 6 is to approve the Southern New Jersey Consortium Program for the spring 2014 semester on the following Saturday dates from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. each week, and this is held at the Galloway Township Middle School. Resolution 7 is to approve middle school students to participate in the Atlantic Cape Middle School Wrestling Tournament, Ocean City High School. This is on Saturday, February 8th. The original date was canceled. The transportation costs and account are listed. Resolution 8 is to approve Galloway Township Middle School students to participate in math counts, and this is held at Rowan University in Glassboro, and this is on February 1st with a snow date of February 8th. Again, the costs and account are listed. And finally, this is a resolution to approve the Arthur Rand Elementary School MD students to attend the Stockton College Special Olympics of New Jersey Floor Hockey Expo. This was administratively approved. The middle school had been approved to participate in a prior meeting, and Arthur Rand was not also listed. So even though it already happened, we wanted to put it on the agenda.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve items 1 through 9 inclusive under curriculum and instruction, please?
So moved.
Second. Thank you. Any board discussion? Yes, sir.
On number 2, homeschooling, that's different than home instruction, I'm assuming?
Yes, it is. Mr. Carmen, home instruction is when a student who attends the school for some reason, medical, if it's more than 5 consecutive days of suspension, an IEP issue, cannot attend school, and we are obligated to provide an instructor at home. Homeschooling is when the parent sends us a letter saying, I am no longer sending my child to your school, I am schooling them myself at home. And there is no board obligation or cost for home schooling. All responsibilities are upon.
Answer my second question, thank you.
Good question. Any other questions? Any public comment? Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Mr. Days?
Yes.
Mr. Schreiner?
Yes.
Mrs. Avery?
Yes.
Mr. Carmen?
Yes.
Mrs. Holloway?
Yes.
Mrs. Cordero?
Yes.
Mr. Hunter?
Yes. Let's move to finance and operations, please.
Thank you. I will turn the agenda over to Mr. Kelly.
Thank you. Item 1, a resolution to accept the following food service reports, the profit and loss for the month of December, the trial balance report, breakfast and lunch cash sales, the breakfast and lunch meal count participation, as well as special income detail for the month of December. Item 2, resolution to accept the investment report for December 2013 in accordance with policy. Item 3, resolution to accept the board secretary's monthly certification, budgetary line item status, as of December 31, 2013. Item 4, pursuant to New Jersey Code, the Galloway Board of Education certifies that as of December 31, 2013, after review of the Secretary's monthly financial reports and upon consultation with the appropriate district officials, that to the best of our knowledge, no major account or fund has been overexpended in violation of code, and there have been no changes in anticipated revenue sources and/or amounts, so that sufficient funds are available to meet the district's financial obligations for the remainder of the fiscal year. Item 5, a resolution to approve the cash and secretary's reports for the month of December 2013. Item 6, a resolution to approve the January bill list for the 13-14 budget. Item 7, a resolution to approve the January transfers for the 13-14 budget. Item 8 is a resolution to accept the Atlanticare mini grant for the Sustained Edible School Garden Grant at Galloway Township Middle School in the amount of $500. Item 9, resolution to approve submission of Amendment 1 to the 2013-14 NCLB Consolidated Subgrant. This amendment is to include carryover from last fiscal year. Each title section of the No Child Left Behind Act is listed with the amount. Item 10, a resolution to approve a shared services consortium agreement between Galloway Township Board of Education and the Educational Information and Resource Center, EIR.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve items 1 through 10 inclusive under finance and school operations, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any board discussion? Mr. Davies, did you have finance committee meeting?
Yes, we did, and Mr. Kelly, as usual, had the answers for several questions we brought out. And one of the questions we'll look into is national.
Thank you. Rose, have anything you'd like to add?
No. Rich covered.
No. Short and sweet, that's fine. Okay, any public comment at this time? Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Mrs. Hallway,
Yes.
Mr. Carmen,
Yes.
Mr. Days,
I must abstain on the bill list, number 6, page 4, PO number 400250, yes, and everything else.
thank you. Mrs. Avery,
Yes.
Mr. Schweiner,
I also must abstain on E6, the bill list. Attachment E8, page 19, purchase order numbers 402181 and 402136, and yes on everything else.
thank you. Mrs. Cordero,
Yes.
and Mr. Ryan.
Yes.
Thank you. Item 11, a resolution to approve a student to attend Yale East Northfield campus from January 21, 2014 through June 30, 2014. The prorated cost which will be prorated in the account are listed. Item 12, a resolution to approve a one-on-one personal aid for a student at Atlantic County Special Services School from February 1, 2014 through June 30, 2014. The costs which will be prorated in account are listed. Item 12, a resolution to approve the following out-of-district professional development. The event, the staff member, date, registration amount, and account are listed.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve items 11, 12, and 12, which should be 13?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Any more discussion on the motion on the table? Any public comment? May I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Holloway,
Yes.
Mr. Days,
Yes.
Mr. Carmen,
Yes.
Mrs. Avery,
Yes.
Mr. Schweiner,
Yes.
Mrs. Cordero,
Yes.
and Mr. Hunt.
Yes. Facilities and maintenance, please.
We have no items this evening.
Thank you. Community use of school facilities, please.
Yes, item 1 is Galloway Township Community Services has requested the use of our baseball, softball, and soccer fields at GTMS and baseball field at Arthur Rand from March 1st through July 31st, 2014, each evening from 5 to 8 p.m. and all day on the weekends. Resolution 2 is the Galloway Warrior Youth Lacrosse has requested the use of our fields from March 20 through May 31st, 2014, and it is noted that the organization has to contact Beth Stasic from the Township for field and time assignments. Resolution 3 is to approve the Atlantic County Outlaws baseball team, which requested the use of the GTMS baseball field from March 9th through July 31st, 2014 for practice and games. And again, they need to contact Beth just to confirm field and time assignments.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve items 1, 2, and 3 under community use of school facilities, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any more discussion?
One question, are we still rotating the fields
believe that Mr. Bowley and Mr. Kelly can correct me, but I think they have a plan that they,
Yeah, to an extent, due to the planned construction for the upcoming summer, we've limited the locations where we're going to have field usage. But yes, we do try and rotate fields. We're not able to complete it as we wanted to this year, but that's due to the planned construction projects.
just out of curiosity, Atlantic County Outlaws, are they mostly Galloway kids? I mean, or is that just,
It would not be on the agenda if they were not, President Hubbard. I mean, Mrs. Hilferty knows that it's one of the board's rules and asks.
nothing, just sticks out, doesn't say Galloway Township Outlaws.
Outlaws just looks funny.
Yeah. All right, any public comment? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Harmon?
Yes.
Mrs. Holloway?
Yes.
Mrs. Avery?
Yes.
Mr. Schweiner?
Yes.
Mr. Days?
Yes.
Mrs. Cordero?
Yes.
And Mr. Hubbard?
Yes. Thank you. Personnel, please.
Yes, item 1 is a resolution to accept a letter of intent to retire from Doris Pincus custodian at Arthur Green Elementary School effective December 31st, 2013. Ms. Pincus has worked in the Galloway Township Public School District for 20 years, and her dedication and commitment to students and staff are appreciated by our entire school family.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve item number 1 under personnel, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any board discussion? Any public comment? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Days?
Yes.
Mr. Schweiner?
Yes.
Mrs. Avery?
Yes.
Mrs. Holloway?
Yes.
Mr. Carmen?
Yes.
Mrs. Cordero?
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard?
Yes. Would you like someone else to read the rest of the
Mr.
agenda?
Kelly, I'm going to try to keep going.
Okay.
Thank you. I put one of my balls breezers in. I appreciate it. Resolution 2 is to approve the maternity leave request from Nicole Swider, part-time intervention teacher at Reed Road Elementary School. The dates and terms and conditions are listed. Resolution 3 is to approve the family leave request from Catherine Watkins, teacher at Roland Rogers Elementary School. Again, the terms and conditions are listed. Resolution 4 is to approve the family leave request from Christine Graham, LDTC at Arthur Rand Elementary School. Again, the items are listed. Resolution 5 is to approve the family leave request from Donna Mason, special assistant at Community Preschool. Again, the terms and conditions are listed. And final one in that category, Resolution 6 is to approve the family leave request from Matt DePasqualogo, special assistant at Roland Rogers Elementary School. Again, the terms and conditions are listed. Resolution 7 is to approve Anthony Guiardello as a classroom assistant at Pomona Preschool for the 2013-14 school year, effective January 6, 2014 through June 30, 2014. His salary, certificate, and account are listed. This is a new position. Resolution 8 is to approve Samantha Roddick as a part-time LLD classroom assistant at Reed Road Elementary School for the 2013-14 school year, effective January 28, 2014 through June 30, 2014. Again, all the terms and conditions are listed. This is a new position. Resolution 9 is to approve Roy Summers as a part-time BD classroom assistant at Reed Road Elementary School for the 2013-14 school year, effective January 28, 2014 through June 30, 2014. Terms and conditions are listed. This is a new position. Resolution 10 is to approve Beth Halstead as a custodian at Arthur Rand Elementary School for the 2013-14 school year, effective January 28, 2014 through June 30, 2014. The salary, step, account number are listed, and this is a replacement position. Resolution 11 is to approve the following substitute teachers for the 2013-14 school year, effective January 28, 2014 through June 30, 2014. This is pending successful completion of the criminal history agreement. The various accounts are listed, each individual's name, whether or not the person is certified, and the daily rate are listed. Resolution 12 is to approve the following substitute custodian for the 2013-14 school year, effective January 28 through June 30, 2014. The hourly rate and account are listed, as are the names of the individuals. Resolution 12 is to approve the following substitute food service worker for the 2013-14 school year, effective January 28 through June 30, 2014. The hourly rate and account are listed, as are the names of the individuals. Under supplemental positions, Resolution 14 is to approve the following teacher at Roland Rogers Elementary School for the Morning Academic Support Club. The terms and conditions are listed. It should be noted that this is funded with NCLB Title I. Resolution 15 is to approve the following teachers for supplemental instruction and extension of the student's school day, or IEPs, for the 2013-14 school year. The hourly rate and account are listed as our named individuals.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve items 2 through 15 inclusive under personnel, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any board discussion? Any public comment? Can I have a roll call, please? Oh, I didn't see a question. Yes. Oh,
What is LLD and
great questions. We asked those ourselves.
There are two types of classes for special ed students. LLD is language and learning disabilities, and BD is behavioral disabilities.
Thank you.
We use too many initials.
Is there any other comments? Any public comment? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Days?
Yes.
Mr. Carmen?
Yes.
Mrs. Holloway?
Yes.
Mr. Schreiner?
Yes.
Mrs. Avery?
Yes.
Mrs. Cordero?
Yes.
Mr. Hunter?
Yes. Thank you. Policy, please.
Yes, we have quite a few policies this evening. Number 1, which is policy 2130, is principal evaluation. Number 2, which is 4112.2, is certification district reporting requirements. The third one, which is 4116, is evaluation of teaching staff members. Item 4, which is policy 4131 and 4131.1, is staff development, in-service education, visitations, and conferences. Item 5 is policy 5113.1, which is educational opportunity for military children. Item 6, is policy 6142, which is internet safety and technology. And the 7th one is policy 9111, qualifications and requirements of board members. President Hunter, there was a policy committee meeting held, Mr. Buckney and myself, met with Mrs. Holloway and Mr. Warren.
Okay, thank you. Can I have a motion to approve items 1 through 7 inclusive under policy, please?
Second.
Thank you. Rose, do you have anything you want to add?
Not really, most of the changes were just procedural. Everything was already mandated by the state. There were several new additions that were added, but they're policies that we've had,
Yeah, good.
except for the one for the military children, that's new. And let's see the other one. And these are all mandated policies except for the one for the military children. I don't think that's mandated.
No, it's a new policy, so.
Yeah, that's a new one. The staff development in service was a monitored policy. That's not mandated.
Okay. I know there's a lot of policies here, so it's not.
Yes, we have a lot.
Dave, you want to add anything?
Just a quick note, Mr. Buckey, everything laid out for us is interesting, to say the least. Very well, presented and fine.
Good. Glad to hear that. Any other board comments on the policies? Any public? Can I have a roll call, vote, please?
Mr. Carmen?
Yes.
Mrs. Holloway?
Yes.
Mr. Days?
Yes.
Mrs. Avery?
Yes.
Mr. Schreiner?
Yes.
Mrs. Cordero?
Yes.
Mr. Hunter?
Yes. Thank you. Notice of meetings.
Yes, on January 31st and February 1st, it is the Board of Education Institute. February 10th is a regular board meeting, and February 24th is also a regular board meeting.
Thank you. Special events?
We have none at this time to list.
Yeah. I will hold public comment. Old business, so, well, you know what I'll do, I'm gonna go do new business, I'm gonna come back to old business. New business, resolution to approve the revised school year 2013-2014, please. Go ahead.
Yes, President O'Connor, basically we've had 3 inclement weather days, and all 3 of those days will be added at the end of the year, which makes Thursday, June 19th, the last day of school. We're doing something a little different that week. On Monday, June 16th, we will have an early dismissal day. That is the day at this point of Absagamis graduation, and with the graduates and the time that they have to be there and the dismissal of our elementary schools, it benefits everyone to have an early dismissal on that day. But then the Tuesday and Wednesday will go back to being full days, and then the Friday, then the Thursday will go to an early dismissal day for the last day of school.
What do you project the promotion ceremony will be on what day?
We generally do that, President covered the night before the last day of school, so that will be June 18th, but I have not yet had that final discussion with the middle school administration.
Okay. Do we need to vote on the revised calendar?
Yes, you do.
Can I have a
I'm
motion?
going to distribute it tomorrow.
Can I have a motion to approve?
I didn't give you a box, I apologize.
Prior to voting, did Absagamis adjust their graduation? And is this something we want to wait on to see what the weather does, or?
They've already adjusted their calendar, and we contacted them to confirm that was the date. Actually, Mrs. Delaney, who's our registrar, has a son who's a senior, and she's on their graduation parent committee. So she was right on that for us. Although I may end up bringing you another adjustment, a lot of people are asking, and we also have marking period dates to adjust at progress reports and report cards, and that's why I did bring it to you at this time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thursday, the first time we had school out, it wasn't really, like, it was a mistake, like, for the snow, like, we barely had any.
Right, the first inclement wet day, there was no snow.
Right, yes. And
Do you think there'll be a way, like, to see if what people are doing in spring, like, for spring break, to see if, like, people are doing anything? Because, like, if we could just have a day of school on one of the days of spring break instead of missing a day when it wasn't really.
Jill, that's a good question. You are correct, first inclement day, we did not end up with the snow that was expected. What you may not know is myself and other superintendents in this area were on the phone at about 4:30 in the morning. And so we have to make that decision that early based on the weather prediction. In terms of spring break, because we only have Thursday, Friday, and Monday, a very short one, while some districts have a whole week, we tend not to touch those days as our first step. But should we have additional snow days, then we will look and possibly have to consider that. I like your thinking.
Good point. But again, not knowing what the weather's going to be, this is the course of action we're taking right now.
Maybe bring it back again.
That's true.
Oh, Jesus, there's nothing else.
Dr. June, what's the status of the delayed opening scenario?
Mrs. Abrams, I will tell you that Charlie Muller emailed all the superintendents and business administrators in the constituency, maybe even the whole transportation consortium, and gave some choices of dates in February. We have discussed, and every school in the group has checked out the ability to do a delayed opening. And it comes up in some discussions, not others. There are different opinions on it. Mr. Kelly and I talked last Thursday that we believe it would have been an excellent day to have done one. The bus company did have their staff in at 4 o'clock in the morning, starting buses. They had mechanics available. But especially since the day before school was closed, the buses didn't do their route. So they, even though they may have started them, they had been more idle. So it is something that we need to consider more seriously, especially in a winter like this one.
Is it normal for us to have a delayed opening when the Rotary Department Reach wants a delayed opening?
Well, our basic agreement in at least the constituency, is that we all do the same thing. Because you have children in the same family at two different schools. If someone in the constituency wants to do something different, then you bring that forward. And I will use this example. The physical location of Malta, they sometimes have weather that is different than our weather pattern. That happened once, was last year or the year before, where we all had agreed it was okay to open, and the weather was worse there. And then Mrs. Carol Marion, she had to then do something different than the rest of us because of that geographical area. Some of you may know that Hamilton area tends to be that line where the weather can be very different. There's a broader group on the phone call that involves the superintendent of special services, the superintendent of ACIT. Even though they own their own transportation, the superintendent of Egg Harbor Township is on the phone call. Superintendent of Seacon is on the phone call. The owners or major representative of every bus company is on the phone call. I mean, so there's a lot of people having a discussion about what to do. And it's probably one of the three most difficult parts of the job because we're not meteorologists and they don't always get it right. The focus is always on safety. I'd rather close and it not snow than open and have a problem.
Yeah.
Does that help?
That definitely does. Is there any other board comments? Okay. All those in favor of the revised, I'm sorry, can we get a first and second? Tim? Can I have a motion to approve the revised 2013-2014 school calendar, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. We had the discussion before we had the loud discussion. All those in favor of adopting the new school revised calendar? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Thank you. Item number 2, School Board Recognition Month in New Jersey, January 2014. Whereas the New Jersey School Boards Association has declared January 2014 to be the School Board Recognition Month, a time in which all residents might acknowledge the contributions made by our local school board members, and whereas the Galloway Township Board of Education is one of 586 local school districts in New Jersey that sets policy and oversees operations for public school districts, and whereas the Galloway Township Board of Education embraces the goal of high-quality education for all New Jersey public schools, and whereas New Jersey local school boards help determine community goals for the education of approximately 1.4 million children in pre-kindergarten through 12th grade, and whereas New Jersey's 4,800 local school board members who receive no remuneration for their services act as advocates for public school students as they work with administrators, teachers, and parents for the betterment of public education, and whereas school boards strive to provide the resources necessary to meet the needs of all students, including those with special needs, and whereas boards of education provide accountability to the public, they communicate the needs of the school district to the public, and they convey school administrators the public's expectations for the schools. And whereas New Jersey can take pride in its schools, which rank among the nation's best in indicators such as high school graduation rates, class size, college entrance exam participation, and advanced placement offerings and test scores. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Galloway Township Board of Education does hereby recognize the services of local school board members throughout New Jersey as we join communities statewide in observing January 2014 as School Board Recognition Month. And be it further resolved that the Galloway Township Board of Education urges all New Jersey citizens to work with their local school board, local boards of education, and public school staff toward improvement of our children's education. Can I have a motion on the resolution as read?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there any board comment? Any public comment? Can I have a roll call, state of New Jersey for New Jersey state mandates requiring increased minimum observations of teachers. Whereas the state of New Jersey has issued unfunded mandates requiring increased minimum observations of teachers and administrators, and whereas, according to our business administrator, Mr. Timothy E. Kelly, the Board of Education of the Township of Galloway, Public School District of Atlantic County, New Jersey, has spent an additional $56,649 to date in the current fiscal year with recurring costs on these mandates. Be it resolved that the Galloway Township Board of Education requests to the New Jersey Commissioner of Education that the state of New Jersey reimburse the Board of Education of the town of Galloway Township Public School District for these mandates and fully fund them in the future. Be resolved that Galloway Township Board of Education directs the board secretary to distribute a copy of this resolution to local legislators and the Commissioner of Education. Can I have a motion to approve the resolution as read?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Is there any board discussion?
You know my stand on state mandate, federal mandate. State mandates need to pay, federal mandate, federal tax.
I totally agree. I can't believe it's already over $56,000 and we're just not even over. That's insane. Any other public comment? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Mrs. Avery?
Yes.
Mr. Schweiner?
Yes.
Mr. Carmen?
Yes.
Mrs. Holloway?
Yes.
Mrs. Cordero?
Yes.
And Mr. Rogers?
Yes. Okay, let's go back to page 12. I'm just going to go back to some of the open items. There's no special events, so we'll go around the horn now for old business, and this is where we'll catch up. And tonight, let's start with Mr. Carmen sitting down there.
Well, I voted for Ruth, so I'm happy she decided running then. Nothing special comes to mind, I'd like to welcome our student representative. If you continue in student council, Miss Avery is going to be the person you're going to face at the high school level. She's a year student council, and she runs a tight ship, but you'll learn a lot. And I hope you enjoy yourself here tonight, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.
Thank you. Rose?
I'd like to welcome our student representative, also. You did a very nice job tonight. Your questions were great. And I want to thank everyone, all of my friends on the board, and people that have sent me wonderful condolences and flowers and prayers and cards. I just appreciate it so much. That's it.
Thank you. Madeline?
I would just like to say that I did complete the online evaluation. Okay, however, like my students, I waited, I thought I could go back to the open-ended questions. I skipped the open-ended questions, I did the multiple choice, okay? There I have it. And then I got closed out of the open-ended section where you can write a narrative, so I did not write a narrative. And I don't think I can go back and do anything with that. So I just wanted to tell everybody that that's my mistake and I won't do it again.
Yes.
I'm sure you can bring your narrative if you
I will do
find
that.
and add one.
I will. Okay.
Rich?
I just want to welcome Brandon, keep up the good work, and student council members, and God bless Rose, and God bless Jill County School.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Rich, I did mention to you government relations.
We'll set the meeting.
Meeting.
Yeah, I'll get the information,
Okay. Thanks. George?
The other thing I have, do we have some dates for our technology meeting that we,
I do, George.
we ought to set that?
I have that on my list to do.
All here. Place on tag and email tag and whatever. Have you had dates?
Yes, I
series of dates. So far, everyone who has responded to me has picked the 12th as their first choice. And I don't know how the board wants to handle this, because we also have 2 dates for negotiations that are the 3rd and the 12th. So, I can go into my email, I don't know how you want to handle that. I don't know if the board feels that one of those committees takes priority over the other. Some of you are on both of those committees. The meetings don't necessarily have to happen at the same time. So I'll just use it as an example. If the 12th worked for everyone on both committees, we could do technology at 4 and then roll into negotiations at 5:30. And that would cover 2 meetings in one evening. I don't know if that date works for everyone.
I'm on board with that, it works for me.
That's fine with me.
Good for you. At 4 o'clock.
So we do not know about negotiations at 5:30, correct? We're still waiting on the date.
Well, no, I have the 3rd and the 12th from Bill's Apparel. That's what I'm saying. So he gave me 2, and one of the 2 was one of the others.
So are we doing the 3rd for negotiations first, and then the 12th is our second date?
I don't know if the 3rd works for the other negotiations committee members.
No, for negotiations though. Right.
You're thinking you got to schedule 2 sessions for negotiations.
Usually we do, right?
Well, we can, yes.
Which is fine.
Yep.
I'm just trying to get my calendar.
I can do that.
I have FSA on the 3rd, but what I could do is I could explain to them that we have negotiations, and I could give them a different place to meet, and if, I could talk to the president's liaison, Emily Kaiser, about any issues and give her information on me, if you want to schedule both.
Then we should.
That's fine. Okay. So, I'm just going to make sure we're all on the same page. On February 3rd, we are having negotiations. We're meeting at 5 or 5:30.
It's our turn, so I say
5? Yep, okay, so 5 o'clock. Then on February 12th, technology is at 4 o'clock. And then we'll move negotiations to 5:30. Thank you. Thank you. Because I think I may have emailed them last, or I may have, I know I sent them to the administrative group, but maybe I was still coordinating them.
I think it was in the ball.
It may have been in the bulletin. But thank you. Good news is we got it
Whatever, we
done.
got it done.
This is the best way when you're actually on the
Right.
table.
We don't have,
Thank you. That's great.
I have nothing else.
Thank you, George. Mr. Johnson, I told you at the end of the meeting I will come back to you and ask you a couple questions. The first question I have to ask you, do you run student council meetings the way we run Board of Education meetings? Like parliamentary procedures, Robert's rules, people being recognized?
Yeah, it's like what you guys, it was just a little bit different. It was more like settled because everyone in the student council, it's like it gets out of control sometimes. So the regular president, she has to keep patting her gavel on whoever. So, but other than that, it was something different that you guys did. It was like you kept repeating the names. That was different than what we would be doing.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Let's see, I think that's usually my standard fair question. Is there anything else you want to add before we close?
Oh, I remember like 3 more things that we were doing. It's not really anything big, but it's just for the students at ETMS. We're doing on Valentine's Day, Formal Friday. And I remember the pasta. It was a pasta drive, like we're like giving collecting pasta, and we're trading it in for pasta sauce. I'm pretty sure that's what it is now. And something else for us, who's here today?
Will we get notified, Mr. John, do you know, Dr. Giaquinto, will we get notified? Is this going to be a public event? Is pasta?
Yeah, I think so.
I will certainly check into that.
Yeah, I think, doesn't, who else, oh, Smith will have a pasta dinner.
They do spaghetti dinner,
Just to get-
basketball.
Right, okay. Good plan. Thank you. Suzette? No. Just want to remind everybody, the Institute dinners at 5 o'clock. Our meeting will kick off at 8 o'clock. Is there any public comment at this time? Hearing none. Do we have to go into closed session? Potential litigation. Okay, hearing no other public comment at this time, can I have a motion to go into closed session, please?
So moved.
Thank you. Be it resolved that pursuant to Section 7 and 8 of the Open Public Meeting Act, the public meeting of the Alabama Board of Education, the following subject matters to be discussed in session of the board closed to the public, potential litigation. It is presently anticipated the items mentioned in this resolution will be disclosed to the public as soon as possible. All those in favor?